What's up, everybody? Today on this channel, Professional Bookworms, we are gonna rank the seasons of The Dragon Prince. Yeah.
Yeah, and Adi, I know you just recently finished the show, and I'm wondering, as overall, how was the show?
Uh, I still haven't. I went over the initial three seasons back in like 2020, so my impressions aren't exactly fresh on that. But season four, five, and six, I've gone over those pretty recently. So I would say that it it's a very emotional show. Well, there are some cringe bits, but I mean, overall, it does do a really good job of storytelling.
Yeah, true. And I'm gonna say we should start. So we have both individually created our own tier list before this started, and now we are going to show them to the camera. So let's start with season one. Which tier did you place season one in? Show me right now, please.
All right, so I've placed season one in possible.
Possible. Dang.
Yes,
And as you can see, I put season one in good because yeah, that's what it is. It's pretty good, but it's not the best. It's a good start to the series, as you were saying just before, but it's not the best season. A lot of the writing is clunky, and it feels like the show hasn't really found its footing yet. Am I right or am I right?
understandable. Yeah.
Understandable, yeah. And
Oh,
what are your other opinions about season one?
I mean, I wouldn't say that's exactly like obviously the production value at that time was pretty low. I'm not sure if that was just like from a production value standpoint or if they were going for something, but you can often see that you can often see the individual frames. It all seems very jittery. It doesn't seem very even. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, we can both agree it's a good season, but it's just not the best that the show has to offer.
yeah.
And now we will move on to the season two. And where do you place that, Aditya?
I have placed that in good because now this is where the show is ramping up. It's getting better. I am getting hooked.
Yeah, that is very true. I would place it somewhere there too. I place it right. I would actually place it right above season one in terms of my ranking because it's better than season one, but it's still not amazing yet. At least compared to what
Understandable.
the show later reaches. And yeah, I think season two is definitely still good. It's just not the best the show has to offer yet. And well, what the best the show has to offer is still a long way off. Am I right or am I right?
You are right, my son.
What were your favorite parts of season two?
I forgot.
Well, I like the opening episodes of the season, especially like how it set up everything that happened with Callum and him finally tapping into the Arcanum, all the world building that was done with Lucia, and also expanding on Claudia and Soren's character. Because in season one they were a little bit less, like characters, but in season two they definitely start feeling more like actual people. Yeah.
Yeah, like in season one, they were just like people in the side, guys who are occasionally mentioned. I think that's what you mean.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
basically, yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, finally, the whole arc with Callum tapping into his Arcanum, and and that was really well done, I
Oh, wait,
think.
all right. I can scroll up. All right.
Oh yeah, it's crazy,
Yippee.
and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the season. The ending was also strange because I think at the ending of this season itself, Ezrin went back to Catullus to get crowned or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that was cool. And it ended off on that cool cliffhanger with Soul Regum. That was also. I can't find any words to describe stuff other than cool, but whatever. That's not what matters. And yeah, season two is definitely a step up from season one. It's still not the best. And speaking about that, we are going to get to what some consider to be the best season in the show. I don't get that, but whatever. And uh, Aditya, what do you give season three? Okay, yeah, I don't know
All
what
right.
the hell is going
Season
on there.
three is still just good for me. Like, obviously, it is better than season two. Because
I,
it does have a lot
wait,
of
wait.
other things going on. Unlike Ezrin's and Catullus and this Callum and Trela are in this Zedia. So it does have a lot of different parts, and you can also see the invasion of Zadia and that. And so yeah, it does cover a lot of things. Pretty s- it is packed with storyline stuff. So yeah, I feel like it is a pretty good season, but just not at that level, like the really
Yeah.
high level.
I find myself agreeing with you, but I'd actually put it right below season one because part of me
Hmm.
feels like this was kind of rushed, the ending especially, because it felt like, first of all, you know how long it took the whole crew to get from Catullus to Zadia in the first two seasons, and then and then um well, I mean, this isn't like my main criticism, but there's also the whole thing that Viren and Ezra just reached Zadia from Catullus in like 5 episodes, I mean, in like 2 episodes in this season, which is a kind of a fast progression, don't you think, from 2 seasons to like an episode, which is strange. And yeah, that's, I mean, my main problem with this is that it's pretty rushed towards the end. I feel like maybe
Yeah,
taking an extra season with it could have improved some stuff, because the mystery of Adavos arc in this series will be 4 seasons long. So I feel like this season, this arc, the Dragon Prince arc, would have benefited from also having the same 4 seasons treatment. But for what it is, I still do really enjoy season three. I just personally think it's the weakest of the first 3 seasons. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I liked all the setting up with Callum and Rayla's relationship and stuff. Again, that's something I feel like was a bit rushed, but I know it's one of the fandom's favorite ships, and I have no personal problems with it, so whatever.
yeah. And also, I
Uh,
think the main reason they rushed season three, it was because most people thought the show was gonna end there. Like, I don't think the show
yeah.
was gonna get renewed for like a season four back then. So the crew just wanted to give the show a kind of okay ending, just for the time
Oh,
being.
where do you hear that? Where do you hear that?
Huh?
Wait, where do you hear that?
Oh, I
Like,
was
on a
just
show down series? Oh, just
like back
speculate.
in
Okay. Well,
like back in the day, I was just going through the Reddit thing, the forums, and I was like waiting for like season four because I already ran through all the seasons in like 2 3 days. Is so now I'm waiting for season four, where and everybody's like,
yeah.
there's a chance that the show won't get renewed for a fourth season, and I'm like, no, what the hell?
Yeah, that would have been sad.
Yeah,
And
but now we have season
speaking,
four, five, and six. Yeah, Sid, what
yeah,
were you
and
saying?
speaking of that, where did you put season four? Oh God, you put it that high? Okay.
Yes, up. Oh, it's a good. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So
all I
explain your reasoning.
all I would say is it's like a good start for the revival of the show. Oh, because it shows you exactly where everything stands at that point in time. It reintroduces the characters. It shows you where they are in life. It shows you their feelings. It shows you what's going on in the world of the Sadia since he left it,
Zadia.
Sadia and Catullus. So yeah, I would say it's a good season.
It's a good season. It's not the best though. I mean, in your opinion. As you can
Yeah.
see, I have a whole tier at the bottom for season four. So
Oh my.
so as if you can probably tell, I do not like it very much.
State your reasons.
I don't think it's like the like horrible or anything. I just think it's like the worst in terms of the show.
Yeah.
Uh, it's not like Sun and the Star level material. Don't get me wrong. It's like
Oh my god.
it's. I feel like, again, it's a problem with the pacing, because in my personal opinion, one of the things that this show struggles with the most is the pacing, because with these writers, they worked on Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's where they gained most of their popularity from. And
Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is a show which has 20 episodes per season, and this has nine or something, nine, eight,
I think yeah, 9, 8, maybe 12.
nine. It's not 12. It never goes over 10. But
Oh.
yeah, going from 20 episodes per season to like nine is a very big difference. And trying to cram as much as you do in these seasons, because there's a lot happening in them, that's a bit of a toughie, isn't it? And yeah, see, I think that this season especially suffered a lot from that. I think it suffers more than season 3 at at pacing, because first of all, it's trying to it's trying to get it's trying to get so much across. It's trying to get this whole arc started, because this is going to be the arc that ends the series off, and there's a lot to cover, obviously. But the length of the series just doesn't account for how long that arc is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh my god.
yeah, God, yeah. I feel a lot more comfortable talking about Stormlight and stuff. But hey, we're doing this, yay! And Adi, what would you? I've put everything in tier 3 except season 4. God, but
Yeah.
now we'll get to season 5. Where would you put that?
Season 5, I would say it's good.
It's good. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much exactly what I put it to. In my case, I would put it at kinda eh. It's definitely a step. Okay, wait. What are your reasonings for putting it in good?
Can you take my face off the screen? Thank you.
All right.
All right, my reasonings for putting it in good are just that it there's a lot going on there's like so much going on between episodes. Oh, you got this, you got that, you got Finnegan, you got him dying, you got Callum doing dark magic, blah blah blah. It's a lot. It's a lot to
It
take
is a
in. You know
lot,
what
yeah.
I mean? I really feel the problem with pacing during the season.
Yeah. Again, that is something that the show tends to suffer a lot with. Uh, but yeah, I think that this season is definitely a step up from season 4, in my opinion, not yours.
Yeah,
I think it's a step up from season 4, but it's still not the best. In fact, maybe I'll put it in good, but uh, this to me is the most forgettable season. If you held a gun to my head and asked me what happened in the season, I would be like, tiny glow frog, and that's literally all I could tell you. I mean,
yeah,
I could tell you that they found Adavos's, what do you call it, prison. Hi Arav, I see you down there. We will not let you in just yet. Give me a minute. But yeah, it's a good season. It's a good enough season. But again, pacing, and also Ezrin putting their entire lives in danger, all of their lives in danger for tiny glowfish was not the most
yeah. It
in
wasn't the
character.
best
I mean, it
decision.
wasn't character. It wasn't character, but it just wasn't a. I didn't like that. But I also really liked Callum gaining the Ocean Arcanum, and it sparked a lot of fan theories. Like, is dark magic linked to being able to unlock an Arcanum? Because every time Callum, uh, you unlocked an Arcanum, it's right after he used dark magic. So people are wondering if those are linked. And yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, what else happened? I mean, Claudia. I mean, Veden died until he did die. Of course, that was fun.
Yeah.
I thought he was dead for good. Now I think he's dead for good, but I thought he was dead for good in season 5. Um, what can I say about season 5? Um, it was a good season. That's all I have to say. Yeah,
Yeah, like all
and
I
now,
remember from it are like just the glow toads, like the tiny glow
yeah,
toads. Like they
and
really
and
put an
Arc,
emphasis on the tiny glow toads this season for some
yeah,
reason.
Bait is best. Remember that.
Yes.
Bait is best. And now we will reach the final season before season 7 comes on this month. Because if you're watching it in December, which is when we're going to be uploading this, we are recording this in October. But whatever. And
We'll probably just edit our thoughts about the last season in, or at least my thoughts, because like you're going to be
yeah, I,
writing
I won't be able
pre-words,
to
right?
watch it. I have pre-boards.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
yeah,
Oh man, kill me. But yeah,
I would.
yeah. No man, I wish you did. And as you can see, Ari put season 6 as the best season, and so would I. As you can see,
Yeah.
there's a big empty gap in between good and
uh,
but yeah, I think that's for good reason. I First of all, let's get your thoughts on this season.
like I would say season 6 is like really memorable. Arab, shut the hell up. I can't focus.
You're not helping, but like, thank you for telling us. You're cool, but whatever. Start. Come on. Go, go,
So
go.
season six was just like really memorable for me because like there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's going on at a very relaxed pace. It's tense, but it's also relaxed. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they finally fix a few of the show's pacing issues, and you get to
Yeah.
know a lot about this Viren's backstory, like what he went through, what actually got him into dark magic. Like,
Yeah.
you get to know a lot about Aravos, and then you finally get that whole Star Tower thing where this the Star Touch people are those Star Touch elves?
Starter
I,
shelves. I mean, you're talking about like the people with the wings.
yeah, yeah,
I don't remember their name.
yeah. But like either way, so you get that at where they're like if you use dark magic again, you're gonna bloody die.
Oh no, I don't
Yeah,
like that. That's not good. But yes, season six is also my favorite, as you can see, based on the tier I put it in. But yeah, I
yeah,
absolutely love the season. I think it's because it does away with a lot of the show spacing issues. It does exactly what it needs to in a time that it needs to, and it focuses a lot more on the characters. Of course, I mean, the Dragon Prince is a very character-driven show, but this season especially puts like a heavy emphasis on it because first of all you have Viren's whole thing. You've been seeing him build up, get broken down. Season 4, he's finally like, maybe I should step down from dark magic and be a good person and enjoy my time on this planet. And then Claudia slaps him and is like, shut up. And we also have Callum. And well, Callum and Rhaera, their relationship also progresses a lot in this season, specifically with that one scene in the tower, as you mentioned. Um, Plus, also, just a lot happens in this season, and it never feels rushed, which, of course, is what I've been complaining about for the past couple of seasons,
yeah.
most of them actually. But yeah, that's feels like the showrunners and writers finally know what to do with the time that they have. And hopefully, season seven. I mean, hopefully, season seven is also just as good, if not better than this. Because if it's better, I will just be. And I remember the lead up to the season, and people were
Yeah.
saying like this is the best Dragon Prince season ever, and I was like somewhat skeptical, but also really excited. And I was like, could it be the best one? Could it really? And then I watched it and I'm like, yeah, 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 that's the best one. Because it does away with so many problems that the previous seasons had. Correct or no correct?
Correct. Like I was just thinking about like how I was super hyped and super into the Dragon Prince since when like season 4 and 5 released. Is but then after season 5, I'm just like all right, maybe the hype was too much, and so I just scale back on it. And then when season 6 comes out, I finally watch it like 2 or 3 months later, and then I'm like, holy shit, the hype is real.
And it's so I loved it so much. And
Yeah.
yeah, when I kind of forgot that the Dragon Prince existed in between season 5 and season 6. Then like 2 months before season 6 came out, I'm like, oh wait, this stuff exists. And then I got like really hyped for season 6. I wanted to do a rewatch, but eventually I just didn't. I kind of want to do a rewatch before season 7 too, but since that's coming out in December, I don't think that's possible anymore.
You can
Why
if you
does everything
binge
come
it.
out in December? Why does everything come out in December?
Holidays.
Yeah, it's killing me. Except it's not holidays for me. For me, they're
You
gonna be
don't
study
have
holidays,
Christmas in
Aditya.
December.
They're gonna be study holidays for me, Aditya.
Right.
Why don't the showrunners think about me, specifically me?
uh,
Aaron Ehans, can you like delay the release a little bit?
Back in my day, I used to play video games during my board exams. God.
You did.
Yeah, like I remember during the board exams, or during at least, yeah, the board exams. There was this event in Warframe, one of my favorite games. And so I would just like study for an hour and then I'd play games for like 3 hours and then I'm like, holy shit, I have to study. But then I'd just go to sleep.
That's the best strategy.
I know.
But someone said you did really well in the boards though.
I did do really well.
How? Are you like the smartest person on earth?
I just I just balance stuff out.
Dang. All right.
How
How
much?
much?
85.
Dang. That's good for what you did, and it's also
Louder
just
for the
good because
back.
it's more than what I
85.
got. Dang. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. And yeah. Are you excited
But
for
trust me,
season
you
seven?
guys will probably do much better than me.
Highly doubt that because I don't know if you noticed, but we're stupid. But yeah,
Oh my
like
god.
yeah, out of gets what I'm talking about. And yeah, that
God.
brings us to the end of this tier list. I hope y'all enjoyed watching, and we will smell you later. Say
Smell you later.
you'll smell them later, Aditya. Smell our audience.
Smell you later.